Good morning, Canes Nation. In case you missed it, the Carolina Hurricanes have clinched their playoff spot as of last night with the 2-1 loss by the Montreal Canadiens to the Washington Capitals and our whopping 3-1 win at PNC Arena over the New Jersey Devils. We haven't clinched a playoff spot in 10 years. The last time we took a clinch was in 2009 when head coach Rod Brind'Amour was the captain of the Carolina Hurricanes. Big win last night. Peter Mrazek, whose jersey I just happened to be wearing, came up huge last night. Let me pull this up here. With a 36 of 37 saves on that game. Some of those absolutely huge saves. We didn't break the ice. Instead, that came down to Green with his fifth of the season at 4:56 of the first period. I mean, that was an absolutely beautiful goal. I'm not going to frickin' lie. Peter Mrazek didn't see it at all. There was no way he could have. Just straight on past in the net. However, that didn't set the tone for the night. All that did was got the Canes fired up, the Caniacs at PNC Arena fired up, and the Canes get on the board at 10:03 of the first period from an absolutely amazing pass from Dougley Hamilton to none other than Warren Foegele, who turns around on a one-on-one and beats Jersey goaltender Schneider. That'd be just beautiful, beautiful pass and creating that breakaway. Puts us on the board. First period ends. Not much else going on. But we know we are in this to win this at this point. Second period comes up. We're starting off on a 5-on-3 going into the second period for 20 seconds. We don't get the 5-on-3, but Justin Falk, this guy, you got to give him credit. He is no quit. Turns around, skids, keeps the puck in the offensive zone, then turns around from a pass from Sebastian Aho, slams it home, power play goal, 2-1 Carolina. Only goal of the second period, but it turned around and set us up for a big, big third. Coming into the third period, we got our only other goal of the game. Huge one from Nito Niederreiter. I need to learn how to get some software here to edit it in. I would love to be able to sit here and show this third period goal because this was simply amazing. Niederreiter also gets a gorgeous pass in there. The turnaround. It's a one-on-one, which quickly, it's a two-on-one when you count the goaltender. Quickly turns into a one-on-one with Schneider because of Nito Niederreiter's speed from a pass up from Brett Pesce. Great upcoming rookie here. And Niederreiter buries his 23rd of the season, putting us up 3-1 with 16:35 left in the third period. I mean, from all the footage I've seen coming out of PNC Arena last night, it was just absolute amazing. Caniacs everywhere around the world, myself included, just absolutely going bonkers. Not going to lie. If you guys haven't seen it yet, if you go to the NHL.com video section, you can catch all these goals, some of these huge saves by Peter Mrazek. Yep. God, that was my cat. Little booger just turned around and knocked something off the table next to me. But suffice to say, we are in. To quote Peter Mrazek, yes! Yes! Oh! Yes! We got a lot of work left to do. We still have a game tomorrow night against the Philadelphia Flyers to close out the regular season. This could sit here and possibly we could tie, if not possibly beat, the Pittsburgh Penguins depending on their matchup against, let me look here. Their next game is against the Rangers. I mean, I highly doubt the New York Rangers are going to beat Pittsburgh, but it would be nice because that would turn around, even though we're clinched, both of us, it would allow us to take the third seed within the Metropolitan Division due to our regulation overtime wins. We are pulling this up here. Our regulation overtime wins right now is at 43. So all we got to do is either, if we're more than likely going to beat the Flyers. I mean, that's almost a given at this point, especially since it looks like the coaching staff is going to continue to start Peter Mrazek, closing out the season and going into the postseason, which is a smart move. Although I see them possibly starting McElhinney tomorrow just to keep Peter fresh for the postseason. Now, should Pittsburgh lose to the New York Rangers, they are currently at 99 points. If we beat Philadelphia Flyers on Saturday, that will put us at 99 points. However, we have the tiebreaker currently, which is the regulation overtime wins. We are at 43. Pittsburgh is at 42. So provided Pittsburgh loses, we will take the third seed going into the Stanley Cup playoffs. So we're not done yet. They're not done yet. Nobody's done yet. I mean, we still have, and we don't even know who's going to get that second wild card right yet. Even though we're in it, Columbus and Montreal are still sitting there battling each other. Their last games are going to be absolutely huge. But let's not detract from the truth. Carolina Hurricanes have clinched, and that is absolutely gigantic. And I really don't know what I don't know how far they're going to go. As I said on Twitter, which my Twitter handle, for those who don't know, is Rogue19K, as a reference to my time in the U.S. military. But as I said on Twitter, it is irrelevant whether or not we go all the way to the Cup Finals. The fact that we have made a playoff appearance for the first time in 10 years is a huge step forward for the franchise, for the fan base. And that's what matters. It's one step at a time. Having rebuilt to a contending team and getting to the playoffs is the huge step forward. Will we make the Cup? I sure as hell hope so, but I'm not going to hedge my bets on it. I mean, Tampa Bay Lightning, they have set a record as the number 2 most winning team in NHL history, behind the 1995-96 Detroit Red Wings with 62 wins. They can tie it up on their next game, but we'll see. I mean, that's Tampa Bay. We may face them. They may fall in the first round. We may fall in the first round. But I'm kind of hoping that at some point we face each other, simply because I want to go up to Tampa Bay, Amalie Arena, considering I'm in Fort Myers, and go see the two of them play. It was great going to see them play when they played the Panthers on March 4th at BB&C Arena, and watching them stomp the Panthers in that overtime thriller. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble here, but let's just say this. NHL playoff contenders, take warning. There's a storm on the horizon.